The short shank bit is a variation of the original Mikmar training bit. The shank offers 2 rein slots for leverage options, the upper slot being the mildest, the lower slot giving more leverage. The Mikmar short shank bit gives more direct contact. This bit has no nose rope. It applies pressure to the jaw, bars, and tongue simultaneously when the rider pulls on the reins in the same manner as the Mikmar training bit. It also has the flat, wide mouthpiece with a copper roller, which stimulates saliva production for a softer, more responsive mouth. The roller also discourages the horse from putting the tongue over the bit. This bit encourages both lateral and vertical flexion. The Mikmar short shank bit is excellent for athletic disciplines and useful for both veterans and young horses as well. It's a great alternative to the snaffle, pelham, elevator, and Kimberwick style bits. In this snaffle bit, Tyler, a talented young horse, is carrying himself above the bit. His head is high and his nose is stretched out forward, a bit too much. There's no vertical flexion and his hindquarters are not engaged. He is not displaying the desired frame of a show jumper. Going to the jump, Tyler again has a poor frame, with his front end way above the desired carriage. This can result in poor performance and often knocking the jumps down. Susie changes bridles to the Mikmar short shank, and suddenly everything is different.
The bit itself is better than a pelham. It's better than a snaffle from what I've tried. I've tried just about everything on him, and he's much more adjustable. He carries himself in a much better frame. The pole stays high, which should be the highest part of the top line for our jumpers, and he doesn't get too low, stays right where we want him to be, and is very manageable to ride. He's been quite a bully, strong horse. As you can see, he's a bit of a big horse, and this bit to me is a little bit like the Jimmy Williams elevator bit in that it has a little height above and a little below, so it gives you more leverage like the 2 or 3 ring bits. But the advantage to this bit is the flat mouthpiece that lies against the tongue and the roller inside the mouth that pacifies the horse and gives him something to play with and keep him pacified.
She coming from her background with Jimmy and having such a knowledge of bits, you know, really, you know, I think facilitated Tyler's career much more quickly than anybody else could have, because she kept constantly, she had a lot of patience, she kept constantly trying other bits, and this short shank bit is the one we found that really worked for him. And as an amateur rider, I can tell you that it's just like a godsend for me.
I developed this with these side pieces, and I'll tell you, I've been happily surprised that the results I got better than I expected. In fact, some of the hunter jumper people have started using this, and they have found the same results. It's a marvelous little bit. In fact, it has surprised me.